Hello, I'm Grandpa Dave, and I want to tell you about a product that we've been working on for quite a while. And if you can get through this video, you'll see where I'm going with this. First of all, let me give you a little background on the Grandpa Dave product line of products. I raise fish. I raise large tilapia fish. And if you've been in the cannabis world very long, you know that fish and fish waste, especially from tilapia, is incredibly beneficial to your cannabis plants. I'm not an expert on that side of things. I just know that that's what everybody uses because there's something about the tilapia that's very, very beneficial. And I've got some ideas. I got some things I'll show you. But first of all, they're just fun fish to raise. But as I started raising them, I was raising them to get into aquaculture, into aquaponics and things like that. And we ran into some interesting issues. And I think everybody who does aquaponics would run into the same issue, but nobody's approached it maybe quite the same way I have. So the trick with using fish for aquaponics is if you have too many plants and not enough fish, you don't have enough nutrients for all your plants. And on the flip side, if you've got too many fish and not enough plants, you've got more nutrients that you can use, and you need to filter it out or wash it out of the system. And I experienced both of those, and I had trouble with my plants because I couldn't get that balance just right. Sorry, we have some roosters out here who are protesting the fact that I'm in here talking. Anyway, we do have a farm here. So I started thinking, is there a way that I can bottle this condensed, nutrient-rich liquid that I've got when I've got more fish than I do plants, and use it later when I've got more plants than I do fish? And we started working on that, and I got good at separating out the fish waste. First of all, there's a lot of different ways to do that. A lot of people do it. And then I started condensing that. I started separating it down until I could create a liquid. And then I used enzymes and aeration and all these different things to break it into a simple liquid that was just full of nutrients. And I started bottling that. And we ended up with Grandpa Dave's Fantastic Solutions. And it just looks like a clear liquid, but this is just rich in enzymes and beneficial bacteria and nutrients in here that is fantastic for your plants. However, as successful as this was, and people who have used this, especially in cannabis, for some reason just absolutely love this stuff. But I've got a problem. It's liquid. It's heavy. It's hard to ship. If depending on the batch that we do, when you've got a certain types of enzymes and certain types of nutrients in here, it begins to swell the bottle, especially if it gets warm, so it's got to be refrigerated. Just all kinds of problems with liquid. And you get into shipping, the weight of shipping, what if it punctures, what if it leaks? I really struggled with this. I really struggled with what to do and how to do it. So I started thinking about, how can I dry this? Can I make a dry product that I can reintroduce in the soil, resaturate, and bring it back to life while it's in the soil? And that would create kind of a slow release product. Well, I worked with all different kinds of ideas, and honestly, I was hitting a wall. I'll show you what I get. When I clean out, I've developed a system that's unlike anything I've ever seen before. I don't think anybody in the country is doing this, as far as I know. But this is fish waste. This is just mud. It's kind of disgusting, and I don't know if I can show you that in the video enough. But I've got a bowl here of fish poop. It's really what it is. It's just a bowl of fish poop. And to dry that, yeah, you can stick it in a dehydrator. You can dry it down. You can do all kinds of different things. You end up with a powdery, gooey nothingness. And trying to bring that back to life, it lost its nitrogen. It lost a lot of the bacteria. It lost a lot of things in the drying process. It just wasn't a good way to do it. Well, in my day job, I have a lot of time to think, and I have wrestled with this. And one thing I learned is that nobody else is doing this. There's products on the market like Fish Shit, and we'll talk about some of that later. They do a great job, but they still ship it as a liquid. There's other fish emulsion products that do good for your cannabis products, but they're a liquid, and they have to ship it as a liquid, and they lose value over time. They end up with bacterial breakdown. There's all kinds of things behind the scene that you don't know about, and you don't realize 6 months or a year after you've bought the stuff, it's got less quality for you. how do I make this work? Well, one day the light bulb came on. You ever had one of those moments where the light bulb just like comes on, and I realized what I had to do? And I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, but I can tell you that this has been extremely successful. I have been able to take this fish shit, this fish waste that's coming out of my tanks, and I'm mixing it with other things like whole fish. I take whole, ground up, chopped up fish that I have. I take things like bat guano. I take things like liquid molasses. I take things like kelp, and I've developed a system around these cannabis products. I've developed a powdered product that's all ground together. It's all worked together in the wet state, and then it's going through a process, and it's fascinating. It's fascinating, and I'm so proud of it. But when I get done, I have got a dry, powdered, granule kind of product that you can put on your cannabis plants and any kind of plants. I've got other blends, other formulas that we use for, leafy plants and fruiting plants and apple trees and tomato bushes and all that. But today I want to talk about cannabis because that's what you're interested in. So I've got what we call Cannabis A and Cannabis B. This one here is Cannabis A. And Cannabis A is what we call optimal nutrition. What we call optimal nutrient support for vigorous leaf and stem growth. In other words, Cannabis A is something that you put in the soil before you start your plant, and as your plant is beginning that early growth stage and beginning to get the leaves, this is the stuff that's going to make your plant just absolutely take off with healthy, strong stems and healthy, strong roots. And you know how important that is better than I do. Cannabis B is what we call Cannabis Bloom, and flowering and bloom enhancer for superior bud formation. And what this is for is when you really get to the good stuff. When you start getting your flowers and you start getting your buds and you start thinking about resins and all of that stuff, this is the product that's going to make those buds and those flowers absolutely fantastic. The strength that is in those, the vigor that's in that, the amount of nutrients that are coming through that, and what you want is a product that enhances your oils. You want it to enhance those resins. You want those to be strong and plentiful, right? That's what we're working on. That's what we're trying to perfect. And I think we're there. I think we're just about there. However, I am not a cannabis grower. It's not. I grow fish, and I process this plant food, and I'm really, really good at it. But as far as growing cannabis, I need more feedback from you. I've got people who are helping me already, and they're doing a great job, but you can only grow so many, right? I need your help. I need your support. Now, I'm going to break down on the website. I'm going to give you some reading information. Maybe I'll do some videos. But I want to talk about how we compare to places like Fish Shit and what is it, Fox something. Anyway, how we compare, because they're doing a great job. They're doing some great products. You're probably using them on your plants now. But we've got some things that they won't even come close to because we have a dry product, okay? I also want to break down what it is, what's in our product, not necessarily the ingredients that we're not going to give away all of the details, but what the nutrients are and why they're important and what the NPK values are and why that's important, but there's so much more to it than that. And so, but at the end of this, what I really want to get you to do is to help me out. I want you to start using this. I want you to put it on your plants. I want you to set up a pot, put some in, take some pictures, grow the stuff, and do a video for me. And tell me how you like it. Tell me what could be better, what's working for you, what's not working for you, what you did, what you didn't do. I want to know your results, because your positive results is something I can use for advertising. Hey, my goal here is to sell a product just like you. Your goal is to have a product that's going to outdo everybody else's. Your goal is to have a product that is richer, lusher, more full of those resins and oils and all the things you need from that plant. And if you have that, you're going to have a product that you can sell. And we're all in this together. So how do you get some? I want to just get it in your hands. I'm not looking to sell it to you today. I'm hoping to get you hooked and then sell it to you. But honestly, for now, I just want to ship you some. I just want to ship you some. And all I ask from you is to take some video, take some pictures, take some notes, write it down, tell me about it, give me some feedback. I don't care if you're in the picture. I don't care if you give me your name. I know in some places it's a little sketchy whether what you're doing. I get it. I'm not gonna advertise who you are. But I need that feedback, and I need the ratings. I need people to talk about it. I need some fame from this. And I know that if I get this in your hands and you use it for a couple of months, you're going to be calling me up and say, Dave, I want some more. And then on top of that, when you do want some more, I'm going to take, if you've given me video and if you've given me something really good to work with, I'm going to take care of you, man. I'm going to give you product and product and product, or I'm going to charge you just a little bit of the whole amount, whatever it is. Okay. I am here to make a profit, but I am here to take care of you if you're taking care of me. Does that make sense? We all do that. And that's what I'm really looking to do here, is to help you so that you can help me. So today I'm asking for your help. I'm asking you to call me up, to write me a note, to get on my website. You can actually just go to the website and do an actual order. Fill out an order. I want a bag of Cannabis A and B. You want both of them. Don't get just one. I want the Cannabis A and B package. I'm going to ask you to send me like $5 for shipping or something, because I'm going to have to ship it to you. It's going to cost me money out of my pocket. And I will ship it out to you. I'll get it in your hands. And then all I ask is for your honesty. Just do for me what I'm doing for you. Use the stuff. Take some video. Do what I'm doing right here. Sit down. Talk to the camera. I don't care. Turn the camera around. Face your plants. And talk about what you're looking at. What Grandpa Dave's Cannabis A and Grandpa Dave's, can't say my own name, Grandpa Dave's Cannabis B is doing for you. And I want to know what it's doing for your plants. I want to know what it's doing for your business. I want to know what it's doing for your oils. And I also want to know, hey, you call me up and say, Dave, A really, really worked, but B, I just didn't see anything different in B than I did for my other plants. That's honest, and that's okay, and I'll work with that, okay? And if I can make improvements, if I can make changes, now's the time, because we have not mass marketed this yet. It's not out there for the whole world. Well, they could see it if they found it, but it's not advertised. So for now, I just need your help. Does that make sense? So give me some help. Jump on the website. I'm going to put the website right up here. It's going to be right across the top. I'll put it in the link in the description down below off this Rumble page. And please just jump on the website, order some. $5 shipping, come on. And I want you to try it out. And I want you to take some video. I want you to take some pictures. And I want you to give me some feedback. Keep it on your calendar. I know that if you're growing this and you're serious about it, you're very particular about what grows at what stage, at what time, and the day of the month. You're better at that than I am. You're very, very good. And I know you're watching those things. I'm just asking that you do some for me. So thanks for joining me. You have a great day. Bye-bye.